Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Stephanie. I am a reseller. I sell clothes online. So I have a very different type of video for you today. I am doing a list with me / what sold. I'm not going to share like every sale that I had, just some ones that have just some quick flip ones, things that had sold very, very quick for me. So what you see here, me photographing, is actually my first bulk box that I purchased a while back. I don't remember exactly when I purchased it, but it was my biggest and most expensive purchase I've ever done. And I am not sure if it was worth it or not. I still haven't sold anything, but everything that I got was new with tags, and they are very expensive items. Like the whole box retailed for over $11,000. But I don't do well with designer items. They tend to sit for a long time. I did get a few like jackets and whatnot in this box, so if those don't sell by the fall time, I think I'm just going to send in a few items to the Real because I've had success with them in the past. But it's pretty exciting to see some of these pieces, such as this one, the Iro Leather Jacket that retailed for $1,600, and I got two of these. So I haven't listed both of them because I think I'm just going to end up sending one into the Real. I just kind of want to see how well this one does first, and it smelled so good. And this is the other Iro tweed jacket that I received, and I believe I got 2 or 3 of these. I don't remember exactly, but I do remember it retailed for $600. So this was actually the only item that didn't come with its tags. I'm not sure if this brand comes like that, but it did come in plastic, the clear plastic bag. I did get 3 or 4 of these. They're super cute, super chic. I love the little bow in the front. Not my style, but I could totally see somebody rocking these. So everything in this video is listed and for sale. This Carhartt jacket sold on eBay for $20, and the buyer took forever to pay for their item. I usually cancel and relist after a week, but they ended up paying tonight, so I'm gonna ship it out. And this sold too on eBay as well. It sold for $23. So that was a really quick flip. Actually, both of those items are pretty quick flips. Those were from the bins, my recent bins haul, and I'm photographing the rest of my bins items. Everything is listed, like I said before, so I'm using a special type of ruler that is supposed to save you time when photographing measurements. I don't know how I feel about it yet. I'm just not sure if I'm using it correctly or if the measurements are accurate, so I'm still on the fence about it. It's called the Reseller ruler. I think I paid like $24 for it, but it definitely does save you time. I just don't know how accurate the measurements are. So I have a few different ways of how I process items. I either hang them up on the wall, which you watched me do at the beginning, and I do lay flats. I generally hang items up on the wall when they are really big items like dresses, or if it's like a blouse that doesn't look nice when it's being laid down, I hang it up because it just, lays better on a hanger. So those are the items that I tend to hang up, but my favorite way of listing right now is lay flats. I think I can photograph faster, and I can also do measurements at the same time without having to transfer it to the table and all that. So I am trying to make my lay flat area a little nicer, and I'm trying to modify it a little more. Like, I want a different fabric. I need like a longer board in the back to hold up the fabric, and so it's a work in progress. It's not perfect, definitely not perfect, but I personally like this way of taking photos better because I can do it quicker and I can do measurements all at once. I hate measuring, I hate writing them down, but I do occasionally do those, especially for the items that I hang on the wall, like the dresses and stuff. So I do once in a while take measurements. So sales for me have been very slow, especially on Poshmark, but eBay has been very consistent for me. I do try to list at least 10 items per day on eBay, Posh, and Facebook. I recently started cross-listing to Facebook, and at the first 2 days that I started, I made a couple sales, so that was fun. I'm still trying to figure out like what type of items sell over there. I sold a Dyson vacuum accessory that I purchased a really long time ago at my church thrift store. They had like a bunch of different Dyson accessories for the cordless vacuum. I have one of those. I ended up not using any of those accessories. There were some duplicates, but I paid $10 for the whole bag. And one item sold for $10, so it essentially almost paid for the entire bag. And one thing that I really like about Facebook is that their fees are only 5% rather than the 20%, and then I think I do 13% on eBay. So that was really nice. And then I sold a new tag pair of shorts for $15. I got those at the bins. So I use listing software to cross-list my items. I used to use List Perfectly, but it was too expensive. It was $69 a month for the pro version. I recently tried out Prime Lister, and I really liked that because I could list on eBay faster, which is the most time consuming for me. If you want a more detailed video, I could try to put one out, but I'm sure there are videos out there that could do a better way of explaining. I like Prime Lister because it's also cheaper. I think it's $33 a month, so my payment is cut in half per month than when I was using List Perfectly. I also use Photoroom to edit all my pictures, mainly the first two, the front and back of the items, just to remove the background. So you can actually see the bag of Dyson accessories on top of the tote on the clothing rack. So those are all the accessories that I have listed. And I'm hoping to eventually have a better photograph setup here, to where I don't have to edit photos, but like I said, it's a work in progress. So I'm going to share a few fun sales that I've had recently over on eBay. I haven't really had much on Poshmark. Maybe I'll share a few, and then probably end the video after I share all my sales. So my most recent sale on eBay was this Torrid black and white striped drawstring caftan. If you watched my recent bins haul, you would recognize this. It sold for $17. I sold this Jordache baby doll lace tank top. I found this at my local church thrift store for $3, and somebody bought it for $15. That was a very quick flip. It sold like 1 or 2 days. I knew it would sell quick because, that's the style these days. My next sale on eBay, I sold these Shade and Shore cheeky bikini bottoms. They were new without tags. It still had the protective liner. They sold for $4.85. I actually had these on an auction and the person never bought it, which is good because they sold for 99 cents and they never paid me, so I canceled and relisted them for I think $5, and I sent out an offer, so they sold for $4.85. But these also came from Startup Bulk Box, so I still didn't pay too much for them, but I just wanted them gone. My next sale came from a Jomar Mature box, and this took a very long time, over a year, to sell. And I sold this Anne Klein fit and flare dress. It sold for $15. My next sale's from another Jomar CPR box, J. Crew button-down dress, sold for $17. This had a lot of interest on eBay. It had like 12 or 13 watchers, and I'm very surprised that it didn't sell sooner. But somebody finally bought it for $17. It was new with tags, but it was the J. Crew factory, I believe, so it's probably why it took a little longer. My next sale is this vintage Christian Dior red velvet sweater. I got this for free from the church down the street. They had a bunch of clothes out on the side of the road, and they said it's free, you can take whatever you want. And I found a few little gems, and this was one of them, and it sold for $22.95. I also found a Ralph Lauren polo sweater with an embroidered flag, and that sold for $50, so that was a great flip, especially when I didn't even pay anything for it. My next sale is this Columbia PFG top or button-up short sleeve fishing shirt. It sold for $20. I found this at my local church thrift store for $3. That was a very quick flip as well. My next sale on eBay was this Vans skateboard patch wool cap. This sold for $14.45. I found this also at my local bins, and this was also in my previous bins haul. Another nice quick flip. I actually didn't list that one right away, but when I did, it took a few days to sell. I personally love picking up hats. They don't always sell quick, but they're really easy to photograph, especially if you don't have like a ton of inventory, or if you just don't feel like listing, the bigger items. Those are really nice to have like on hand to just quick list to get your listings up, because I try to do 10 per day. So those help me they're like filler listings in a way. My next sale is this latched mama nursing top. It sold for $24. This got a lot of interest on both Poshmark and eBay, and it finally sold on eBay. And that was from my Startup Bulk Box. This next sale came from the local church thrift store. Their shoes are $5 each, and I sold these Steve Madden penny loafer pumps for $46. So that was a great flip. I knew those would sell quick because of the current trendiness of them. So my next sale is this Tupperwave microwave stack cooker set. It sold for $15, and the buyer paid more for shipping than they did the actual item, which I find to be hilarious. This set was my grandma's. She gave it to me to sell for her, so she will be getting the money. And believe it or not, these took me, maybe 2 years to list, because I was so intimidated listing hard goods, and I finally just took the plunge. I watch a lot of videos from YouTuber, I think it's the Homeschooler Picker. I could be wrong. I'll insert it onto the screen. But she does a lot of home goods, and she kind of inspired me to just try it. What's the worst that could happen? So I did, and this sold very quickly. I'm kind of embarrassed because I could have sold it a long time ago. I could have freed up some space in my office. Something that I do with my hard goods is I do calculated shipping. So I live in Michigan, and so if I had to ship something to California, it would be really expensive. So by doing calculated shipping, the buyer, wherever they're from, it calculates it for them, so they pay however much. I usually do like flat shipping fee on like my clothing and stuff because I'm pretty good at like estimating how much it would cost. I'm not always right and I end up overpaying, but that's something that I do with the hard goods is I just get it all prepackaged and weigh it all. So when the time comes that I need to ship it out, I just slap a label on it. So it's really nice. I sold that Carhartt jacket for $20 that you saw me listing. My next sale is this Fabletics Sports Bra that I got from the ThredUp bulk box. My next item is another hard goods item. I sold these vintage Star Wars Coca-Cola cups. They sold for $20, and the buyer paid $15 in shipping. I found these at my local Goodwill a while ago, and I'm just getting to listing all my hard goods because, I was scared. And I still have 2 more of these. I'm still trying to find a box that will fit both of them, so. My next sale is this Revolve Capulet mini dress that I found on ThredUp outlet section. It sold for $20. And my next sale is this Rune Factory Harvest Moon game. This was my game that I played, and it sold for $50, and it sold within a week. So that was a very quick flip. And then I sold this Hot Topic plaid button-up with a skull on the back. It sold for $20. This was from ThredUp bulk box. I sold these Lane Bryant floral workout leggings for $15. And then another bins find that sold. I sold these Allegria slip-on shoes, and they sold for $29.99. I also got positive feedback on that as well, so that's always lovely. I sold this Free People wrap top for $31.49. This also came from a ThredUp bulk box. I sold this J. Crew cami for $21.60. This came from the ThredUp outlet section as well. This next sale is a nice big sale. I sold this Christy Dawn dress for $155. I did a ThredUp partner kit, and I bought 3 Christy Dawn dresses, and this was the first one to sell, so I still have 2 more that I need to sell. Another bins sale, these J. Crew jogger pant, they sold for $22.50 on eBay. I am going to share some recent Poshmark sales. I sold another Columbia PFG fishing shirt, sold for $18. And then I sold this Free People New Attack mini skirt for $25. And this came from the ThredUp outlet section as well. And then I sold another bins find, these Timberland brown leather flats for $22. My next sale on Poshmark were these Lewitt, which is a very expensive brand. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but these were mine. I wore them once. I found them at the bins. They sold for $62, so that was nice. I sold this Continelli, it was like a vintage brand midi skirt. It sold for $18. My next sale on Poshmark is this ASOS New Attack orange satin blouse. It sold for $26. I also found this on the ThredUp outlet section. I sold this Kith NYC bomber jacket, which came from a Jomar men's box that I purchased well over a year ago. Sold for $40. I sold these Croc Mary Jane style slip-on shoes that came from the bins, and they sold for $22. I was shocked about that. And then I sold this Loft knot front blouse. It sold for $18, and that was free. That was given to me by my grandma. She said I could have it. She didn't want the money for it, so that was nice. Thank you, Grandma Minnie. And then I sold these Puma outdoor soccer football shoes. These were also another quick flip in that I found at my local church thrift store, and they sold for $55. I paid $5 for them. I sold another ThredUp bulk box find, well, not find, this H&M graphic crew neck for $19. And then I sold these Adriana Goldschmied pink jeans for $18. These were in my closet for a while. I'll share a couple more and then I'm going to end the video. I sold this Escada dress for $41. That was at my local Goodwill. My dresses there are $8. I sold these Nike gray golf striped shorts for $25, and these also came from my local church thrift store for $3. And then I sold this 7 for All Mankind denim mini skirt for $25. This was mine. And then I sold this American Eagle puffer jacket that came from a ThredUp bulk box, and it sold for $26. So my last sale that I will share is this Loft open front wool blend sweater. This sold for $20, and this also came from a ThredUp bulk box. So lots of fun sales, things that have sold quick and some things that took forever to sell. It all will eventually sell. Just keep listing and listing, and you will eventually make some sales. But that is going to do it for me. I am going to sign off, go to bed, because I am so tired. I hope you enjoyed this type of video. I had fun making it. It was a little stressful just because I don't know how to do voiceovers, and I'm not the greatest at making content, so I do apologize if this was kind of all over the place. My next video will be a haul video, so it'll be a regular video, but I do want to do more of these types of videos. I kind of enjoy the whole time lapse of the listing process. I think that's kind of cool, and then sharing also what has been selling for me. So once again, thank you so much for clicking on my video and for watching, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you on my next one. Bye.